even the American government has come to recognize it. I must give it to Simon Ekpa, from the dimension that shares that understanding that Igbos can achieve many things in diversity. Today, we've seen what happened last year, where redeclaration and recognition assembly festival was held in Haiti, in Finland, by the same Simon Ekpa that somebody called SOLUDO is calling a fundraiser. We saw what happened in Finland, significantly recognized, allowed, endorsed by the European community, by the European Union. Simon Ekpa is only going through a process, which is what people might not understand. That it is not a matter of what the petition the Nigerian government put up out there against Simon Ekpa that is holding Simon Ekpa. What is holding Simon Ekpa is already a known process that is required for the Finnish police and government, to determine their own citizens whether he is linked or involved in.
Yes, SOLUDO yesterday was granted interview in channels whereby he said Simon Ekpa is deceiving Biafrans. He's using his platform to raise funds on his own. And he also talked about President Africano coming out on Friday. We don't have any positive change in security. Like whether it come out or not, security of Southeast will also remain the same. What do you have to say about that?
I think he's just not being realistic by himself. The Chukwuma SOLUDO, the former CBN governor that we used to know, very intelligent, active, has suddenly become, something of people begin to wonder that actually the SOLUDO that was CBN governors at that time, something has gone off SOLUDO completely. He might not even know much about Simon Ekpa. He might not even know much about Nnamdi Kanu. He might not know much about what these men are into. He might not know the kind of intelligence they have. He might not be able to have the spread and the connection these men enjoy globally. As a governor, he's whatever jurisdiction or whatever he does is within Nigeria. But we are talking of these men who are seen as international symbol of agitation, both in Africa, Asia, and around the world, in act of terrorism. And in doing that, Simon Ekpa was banned from public appearance. It's simple as that. He has no connection with the Al-Qaeda network. He has no connection with ISIS. He has no connection with Hamas. He has no connection whatsoever. That's why recently the Finland government got a very diplomatic delegate from US government supported by Donald Trump that visited Finland recently to have a closed door with Alexander Stubb on the revelation surrounding the massive Simon Ekpa's disappearance from the public attention or glare or eyes. And they put up something there. That what they are doing at this moment in time is to protect Simon Ekpa ahead of what is coming. And they were asking that the Russian government has also done that in their own regard by demanding that there might be nuclear confrontation, because of the Finnish government support against Russia, support for Finland. And they are putting some of these deals, based on the position Simon Ekpa has found himself with the Finnish government, which to Simon Ekpa, it is a good development. To people who understand what Simon Ekpa is doing, it is a good development. These men have successfully put Biafran government agenda, quest, solidarity, rally, popularity. They have globalized, the Biafran. There's no country in the world now that you will not. Too much SOLUDO cannot come out and say that these men are not doing anything. They are doing something. Just reminds me of Chen Wisman, the man that initiated the Zionist movement. The Zionist movement is still going on. The Zionist movement currently now is being led by Benjamin Netanyahu and have other branches like Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and so many of them, even from the guy from Ibrahim Traore from Burkina Faso, and some of them from Mali and thereabouts. The guy from Amazonia that is seeking, a serious alliance with Biafra, to the extent they are already projecting collapsing Amazonia to Biafra as U.S. government congressmen are trying to work out things. So you cannot, Super Soludo cannot say that Simon Ekpa is not something, doing something. To them, they are not doing something. But to those who knows what is going on, they are really doing something. Talking about the supreme leader, Wazin Kanu himself, of course, we saw recently how his son became the best mathematician in the world in somewhere in USA. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's son, Nwankwo Kanu. Of course, that is the Nwankwo Kanu. It's going for a big celebration. His father is somewhere 5 years now, and the guy is already creating another popularity somewhere. People are asking, whose son is he? They were saying it clearly that is the man they called Biafra. That is about Biafra. That is the son of the Biafran freedom fighter that has been kept, that was kidnapped by Buhari and Tinubu from Kenya. Till this moment, he's still in detention. So I don't want Tukur Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, to separate reality, because Nnamdi Kanu has become, a higher reality. Biafra has become a higher reality. Simon Ekpa has become a higher reality. It's unfortunate that you don't be surprised that most of these people might be greedy of the sources these people have recorded globally in trying to bring the world attention to the plight of what is happening in Nigeria. You can't tell me that without these men, the United States government, the congressmen will not be talking about the killing of different Christians in Nigeria, the killing in Middle Belt. It is as a result of the effort of Dr. Gosu Rabese, and so many Biafrans spread all over the world, including some musicians of Igbo origin, talking about Rihanna, talking about Will Smith, talking about so many of them like the Black Americans who are in sympathy, who are celebrating Donald Trump's support for Biafra, and they are signaling they are ready to deposit whatever it is to make Biafra work. And to the surprise of the world, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, lobbies has already proclaimed or disclosed that the office of the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, has supported the Biafra logistic program ahead of what is going to come that I don't want to disclose now, to the tune of $1 billion. So you can see that these men are actually doing something that to all these Nigerian politicians of Igbo extraction, it is a mystery.
Mr. Chinedu, I want to ask you, every single opportunity that you have, try to credit these men in front fighting for the liberation of the people. And not only that, even in the Anambra where he governed as a governor, he credit people. The president has said that, you know what, a pastor cannot go to market to go and stay here. He almost said it of recent that he does not see any opposition that will challenge it. That what does he think he is? Do you think that Charles Oludo is a problem to Southeast?
Allegiance to the oath he swore of the darkness called Nigeria is also playing out in this place. But the real fact is that Biafra is a Zionist nation, Biafra is a Christian nation, and Biafra is a nation everybody has right to go about his or her business. And a man of God was asking, Tukur Soludo, you are saying that people will not preach in the market, people will not preach the gospel in the market, but you are allowing those who are selling granite to shout granite. You are allowing those who are selling rat poison. You are allowing those who are playing Davido, Michael Jackson on the street of Anambra State to be, putting their speakers there. But somebody that is talking about good news, preservation of humanity, righteousness, morality. You are saying the person should shut up. Well, it's a clear thing that his time has come for Tukur Soludo to actually go down, because you cannot try God. We have not seen God, but we believe He exists. I believe God exists. I believe I am a sinner. I believe that with the intervention of God, that is what made me here. Because of Christ, that as I'm standing here, God is not looking at me. God does not have what it takes to look at me as a sinner. What God is seeing in me is Christ. That's why God is still keeping me alive. So if you are saying that such thing should be abolished, then you are telling us where you come from and where your loyalty is based. But I can tell you, Biafra is a Zionist movement. Listen to the recent interview by the present Prime Minister of Israel talking about Zionism. All Zionists all over the world, we know ourselves and we know where we stand.
Biafra is a Zionist. Nobody can stop the movement. I will not let you go until I answer this question. In case what is happening in River State, when President Bola Ahmed put it upon himself and declared state of emergency by allowing the governor, the vice deputy governor, the House of Assembly member to stay aside so that the military take over. Many big lawyers in Nigeria have decided that he does not have that power. What is your own opinion?
I think in the same way Tinubu hastily collapsed Nigerian economy, but because he doesn't know how to place the technicalities and modalities attached to removal of subsidy. He collapsed in a haste. He collapsed the economy to today. He has not been able to repair it. And the same thing he took to River State, where he hurriedly, put up an impeachment. It is the president now that has impeached Fubara. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has impeached Fubara by himself. That's what it means. And imposed an ally of Wike as the military, as an administrator. And the same way they are removing about the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, removing or stopping or pretending to be what they are not on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's judgment. Bringing judge here, bringing this and that, saying all manner of things. But the fact still remains that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the way they hurriedly brought James Omotosho to preside over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is something everybody is watching to see. Because none of these moves by Bola Ahmed Tinubu recently has paid well for the federal government. What he has done in River State is going to backfire. And what is going to backfire? The same thing Gowon did by declaring state of emergency. Is the same thing. A Yoruba man that knows the capacity of the unity when Ijaw and Igbo people come together. They know what it means. And I can tell you, we are going back to destroy the amnesty established by Yar'Adua.
Are you saying now that everything works for good for them that love the Lord? Because before now, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started the Ijaw, the South, they joined hands together for them to exit from Nigeria. But it comes to understand the federal government played their politics by causing enmity between them, whereby they separated the Igbo from this fight. And that's why you could see that they abandoned Igbos. Because the first time it happened where they arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before 2015, the Ijaw people threatened, the militants threatened that if they refuse to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will bomb the pipeline, the oil and the rest, and that's why they quickly ran to court and look for a way to release the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then. And after then, they caused enmity between the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the militants, whereby they are no longer supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you saying that with this case that is happening now, the relationship of Biafrans and the militants now will be stronger?
How do you know people who are consistent and truthful? Igbos has been consistent and truthful. Igbo has been very optimistic in different directions, where some of these things come forth. Different directions. Igbo has been consistent, because of Asari Dokubo. He supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He even went to Abuja. This Asari Dokubo. He said all manner of things. How Bola Ahmed Tinubu bought him house, buy him car, married so many wives for him. Asari Dokubo. But today, what happened? But in all these things, you don't see Igbo man make noise. You don't see Igbo people disturb. To tell you where Igbo man stands, is still where he stands. Based on that reason, that's why we see some of these things happen. But from the revelation we are getting from Fubara was actually the main reason why we have not seen mid-level commanders, Niger Delta mid-level commanders, who are predominantly Igbos in Niger Delta area, are hitting the pipeline in process of release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But now the Ijaw nation is a call for understanding that Igbos are not their enemy. Yorubas and the Hausas are clearly they have been sitting on the resources of that state, and today, what can you gain from such thing? Asari Bekubo, when will your eye be open? When will you begin to observe reality? When will you discover that you have been misled? Even if there's a problem between you and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it would have warranted you to go to an extent of doing this, doing that. Look at what Wike said, that without Igbos, there's no Ijo. Wike said it, and everybody's angry. The generation is angry. How will Wike say without Igbo people, there's no Ijo? That Ijo is only in Bayelsa State, and they're the minority of the minority. People never hold that as kind of assertion about the Ijo people. But unfortunately, the Igbos choose to call the Igbos enemies, even though knowing fully well that Igbos can pick up their arms and against the Nigerian government as a result of Tinubu trying to repeat what Gowon did. They did it.
Satiredu, I want to appreciate you for coming on this channel this morning. Thank you so much. Viewers, kindly subscribe on this channel. We keep seeing this face on this channel. Thank you so much for having you. Report in Rivers State, the EFCC are set to pick Fubara up for investigation as we speak. And these are the reasons many of us believe that this thing Bola Ahmed Tinubu do and the Wiki is a plan work. They have sat down and they plan it that instead of the House of Assembly members to impeach him, it will cause chaos. They should better pass through this route. And many people reportedly are saying now that even the pipeline that has been bombed and all that is being orchestrated by these same men who think they have the power, who thinks that all power belongs to them. But they have forgotten that it is God that holds the power. No man has power. Anything you do, no champion reign forever. This world is like a marketplace where everybody go and buy, and after you buy, you go back home. Yes, nobody sleep in the market. Let's tell those one who feel that they are God, they can take law into their hands. They have eventually destroyed all the institutions that have made this country a country. This country was once a great country before, where people run from different places in the world. They come for greener pasture, but as I speak to you, reverse is the case. Since 2015, these demons, these people who principalities evil, who claim that they are the best, they are angels, have come to destroy the country our forefather has labored for. The country might not be in a perfect place, but far better we are managing it compared to when these people came and destroy everything that makes this country a great country. This is the reason many people say that it's better you accept the devil, you know, that the angel, you don't know. It's a parable. It might not be biblical, but it's a parable, and that's what we are seeing now. Under Goodluck Jonathan, the economy, we are having one of the best economy in Africa. We are flying like eagles. These people came with their deceived lie. They lied to Nigeria. They captured so many people they could, and this is where we are today. So what am I saying in essence? Fubara now, very soon, EFCC is ready to pick Fubara up to go and face the law. And we all know that we are saying that no case, any case now that are going to court or through EFCC that is being that is still against the people in power, definitely the person might be committed. Don't forget today, you see how gentle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was today when he came to court, because I believe that they might have talked to him, that the way he talked to Justice Yanko, that is wrongly, and he apologized to that the justice today. Of course, I believe that they are ready to settle. They are just using this court as a formality sake. They have met, and I believe that Omotosho will do this. The needful, they will release that young man, but they just want to pass through normal procedure. That is the game plan they are doing. But what I will say in essence, the fight, this River State fight, and where it has involved tribe, the Ijaw people feel that Wike have insulted the whole tribe, Ijaw people, by saying Ijaws are the majority, and they have forgotten that Ijaw made him. Ijaw made him who he is today, but today the same Ijaw who made him, he has looked into the Ijaw now and told the Ijaw that Ijaws are the minority. The most painful part of it, as I listen to Wike, is even calling a man who have gone to miss his ancestor, which is elderly statesman Edwin Clark, who just died few weeks or few months ago, and he still made sure bring him to his fight. So we are saying it's ridiculous. What Wike is doing is condemnable by every reasonable Nigeria, The only people who are siding this Wike and Bola Ahmed Tinubu are people maybe probably because of by ethnic tribes, or maybe because of political party where they are eating from. These are the set of people that are siding this evil these people are doing. As I speak to you, as I always say on this channel, that our institution has been destroyed because of these selfish politicians who never care tomorrow. They don't want to know tomorrow. Ask Buhari today. Buhari destroyed most of our institution for his selfish interest. Even people who work with him, people like Lai Mohammed, Ngige, and the rest of them, Malami, they destroyed our institution to make sure that whether we like it or not, Buhari, whatever Buhari say is final. But today, Buhari rule is 8 years and it's gone. Nobody is talking about Buhari today. If you look at the popularity about Buhari today, compared to when he was not yet a president, Buhari is like a god in the north. They worship. Yes, but as I speak to you now, Buhari is going in the north now. Nobody sent him because people have seen what he has done. The same thing will happen to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Even despite many people who still believe in him, maybe probably because of tribe or because of religion, because of political party. By the time he lose power, these people will definitely know that this man he has really caused a lot of havoc in this country, and that's why we are saying that any opportunity you have, use it well, so that when you leave, people will know that truly you did your best. We can never stop talking about late Yar'Adua when we are talking about the past president. Yar'Adua lay his life down for this country and to make sure he make this country better. Have you forgotten where Yar'Adua said Vision 2020? And he did not just say it by mouth. He was working